Peace. What's up, Mopar fans? Mulisha911. Alright, as you can see, I got some shit to open. This is the workstation, or most of the workstation. So let's start unboxing some of this stuff and take a look at what we got today, alright? At some point, I'm going to get interrupted. I got some deliveries showing up today, too, so hopefully it shows up right on the nick of time. I'm going to do these couple things in front first so that I got a spot to start putting stuff. First things first. Kingston USB 3.0 card reader. Pretty sweet. It actually lights up Kingston in red. That's kind of cool. So we'll show that. Next is the Belkin power bar. 4,000 joules. You can hook up 12 plugins on it. What else? Phone lines, cable, whatever you want. LAN. Pretty good. Has a 10-foot power cord, 12 outlets. Ultimate surge protection. Was cheap too, like 40 bucks. So anyways, so that, and these I already had here. They'd gotten here a few days ago and I had opened them, and I wasn't even thinking. Anyways, a temporary M505 Logitech mouse. It's the mouse that I currently use. I love it. Fits nicely in the palm of your hand. It's very small, but it's just a nice shape. The battery lasts forever. And then this is my new mouse pad. It's made by Razer. It's a soft mouse pad. It has tons of pixels. It's a control edition. I think mostly for gaming, but I just thought it was pretty sweet looking, so figured I'd pick it up. So it's called the Goliathus. It's about 14 inches by 12 inches. So it has a nice print, nice footprint. Be nice to work on. Has a nice feel. It's all stitched around the edges so it won't come unraveled. Nice rubber bottom. And yeah, I should be really happy with it, I would think. If not, I guess I'll just have to buy another one. Put that back in the box. Comes in a sweet box too. Probably $5 part of the price though. Alright. Next. Some of this stuff is going to be silly. Okay. Thermal paste. That little dinky thing shipped in that box. That's funny. Anyways, what this does is you got to put this on your actual PCU chip, and a really thin layer. But what it does is it helps bring the heat from the processor through to your either if you're putting a fan on to cool it, or if you're doing liquid cooled like I am, you still have to have a conductive material between the two. So that's what this stuff does. Now I should have the cooler here, and it'll already have thermal paste on it. I just bought this just in case I ever needed to take it off, like something didn't work properly once I got everything hooked up. You know, then I'd be waiting for it. So I got it. And that's funny that they sent it in that big of a box. Another one, identical. Oh great, this one's called popcorn. Jesus. I wasn't prepared for that. I hate popcorn. Stuff makes a mess. Some cables. Some cables and some cleaner. Okay. That box is gone. That box is gone. So this is a 24-pin motherboard extension. I'll show that to you later during the install. Pretty sweet though. And then this one is an 8-pin, which will be used for the graphics card. So that's pretty sweet. This stuff right here is actually a thermal compound remover and preparation sort of thing. So like I said, if I had to take off the that Corsair H100 liquid cooler, this is what I would use to clean the stuff off and then reapply that. So that stuff goes together. Alright, let's open these now, shall we? There is Seagate Barracuda XT, 2 terabits, 64 megs of cache, 7200 RPM. I have 4 of these, so we'll open them up. We'll see if I can zoom in a little bit, give you guys a look. Some of the stuff. There we go. Alright, anyways, that's what these 4 boxes are. There's another one. All 2 terabits. I don't know why they didn't package them all together, but anyways, there's another one. And one of the items that I'm actually waiting for are 2 I/O controllers. So these hook up via SATA, and my board has 8 SATA slots, but I'm going to use them all up with the disk drives and all these hard drives, and I needed more, so I had to order 2 controllers, and I'll be able to hook up 4 more hard drives, and the bay, the other hard drive bay for the case, I'll show you guys that. It's supposed to show up today, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 8 terabytes right there. Next one. Soon we should start getting into some of the good shit. Not that those are bad. Ooh. This is a goodie I've really been waiting for. Oh. I'm gonna have to zoom in again so you guys can get a closer look. This is the Sennheiser HD380 Pro headphones. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Sennheiser at all. but their headphones are fucking awesome. I already own a pair, but this is a closed set. They're not open like the other set. And I love them, man. What's this saying here? Oh, there we go. So I got these too because I'm going to also use them to monitor my my videos. When I get the video camera, this will be my monitoring headset. So anyways, those are sick. Alright, this feels like a good box. Should have a lot of goodies in it. Oh yes. Okay. One 250 gig solid state hard drive. This is for my programs only. So just the programs. I gotta zoom out again here. I forgot I had that in. Alright. Next. This is a 120 gig solid state hard drive. This is for Windows 7 Professional, just the operating system. So operating system, having a brain fart, and programs. Operating system programs. You're going to see this thing load ridiculously fast. They actually claim that Windows will load in about 30 seconds right to everything's fired up and ready to go. And programs are virtually instant click, open. So... And then the other hard drives, those are all going to be set up in RAID 4 or RAID 5. So basically they're going to be seen as one. Now, how it works is you're going to have a party drive, and then the other 3 drives are what the data is written onto. So it's sort of like a 4-step block. And what it does is, if I ever have a drive failure, I don't lose my data. You remove the failed drive, install a new drive, and these will put the data back on that it lost. So it's always stored. Now I believe out of the 8 terabytes it'll turn into 6 because 2 is for storage, but that's okay. So there are those, and I'm pumped about those. What do we got here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is Windows 7 Professional. It's just the OEM System Builders Pack. Cheap if you buy it like this. You know, if you go to a store, they're like $300 or $250. This is like $150 buying it like that. So that's a sweet way to get it. Next. This would explain why the box is so heavy. Alright. This is the Corsair AX 1200. So it's 1200 watts, all modular. You only plug in what you need to use. And what's this saying on the back here? Has one ATX 20 pin and 24 pin compatible, 2 EPS, ATX 12 volt 4 pin and 8 pin compatible, 6 PCI Express 6 pin and 8 pin compatible, 16 SATA, 12 4 pin peripheral, and 2 floppy. Nice. So it's going to do everything I need, and it's going to power this beast with ease. So there's that now. And I have packing slips for everything, so I'll just double check that I got what I was supposed to. Corsair, the 2 drives, and Windows Pro 64-bit. Beautiful. Good grief. Where am I going to put all this shit? Ugh. There we go like that. And I'll move this over here. There we go. Nice. So there it is. That's the Corsair H100. So even though on the front here it doesn't say that it fits LGA socket 2011, which is the brand new one, a monster chip. You guys will actually see it in a little bit. On the back, or in the instructions somewhere, it does say that it does fit, and it does fit. Let me just see here. Yeah, right here. Intel LGA 2011, 1366, 1155, 1156, and 775. So it fits all those. So it's a twin fan, 220 millimeter fans with a radiator, and then the cooler, which is also the pump. You guys will see that in the installation video in more detail. As for all of this stuff. So there's that now. Now this big box should have some of the real goodies. This is the expensive box, I would guess. Oh yeah. Bam. ATI FirePro V7800 3D graphics card. Now this is made for video editing and 3D rendering. This is not a gaming card. So anybody that watches this video that thinks I'm building a video editing workstation. So all of this shit is for the purpose of video editing, nothing else, no gaming. You can play gaming on this, but how it deciphers the algorithms is completely different. This is designed to take, billions of polygons and complex modules and decipher it to render fast. That's what this does. And you can hook up a bunch of these cards in SLI performance to give you better, I guess I don't call it SLI. I don't know. I forget what ATI calls it. But anyways, it's just for better rendering, better graphics viewing. But it's not for gaming. You're not going to get the gaming graphics that you guys think you would. So don't buy this for that. Okay? Oh, yeah. There we got it, guys. Well, I guess I could have left that in the box. More packing slips. Yeah, I'll just leave that in there. So, this is the Asus P9X79 workstation motherboard. This bitch is loaded with every fucking thing you can possibly think of. I don't even know if there's any point in explaining all this stuff. There's a couple people that actually go into really in depth, but what do they got here? Best performance for 4-way GeForce SLI and quad Crossfire X. It has built-in dual Intel gigabit LANs, so it takes two 1,000 megabyte LAN cords. 3 times faster performance with 1 kick with Asus SSD caching. That would work if you were using a hard disk with your operating system and your programs, and then you just threw in a SD. You can link the two together so it caches all the information on the SD. Basically everything that you recall and use often, it'll store that in a separate little memory in the solid state drive. What else do we have here? It's an 8 DIMM, so it takes four slots, or 8 slots of memory, which I'll show you that in a minute. What else? It has no fan built on it, which actually I read is fantastic, because then you don't have to worry about the fan failing on your motherboard and then cooking your motherboard or whatever. So this is a workstation. You could probably use this for gaming, but it's specifically made for workstation because it does everything. It accepts I/O controllers. I'll go into more detail to really what all this is about, but I just wanted to show you guys. So, pretty sick. And maybe I'll just, I'll zoom in, and I'll let you guys, you can see the board on the box anyways. So that's what it looks like. Pretty sweet. There we go. All right. Time to get to some of the other stuff. When I said that was the expensive box, it is. This graphics card, I think I paid $700 and something for it, and this was $400. So that was an $1,100 box. But this box, there's one piece in here that's worth what those are, and it's the size of a silver dollar. Oops. Fuck, this is like Christmas all over again. I'm telling you. Right on. Some red lights. Those will go inside the case. I actually seen the case that I bought, and somebody had done some red lights, and it just, actually, if you go on Corsair's website and look at the 600T, they got some pictures where it's all lit up red inside, and it looks fucking awesome. So yeah, these just hook up with Molex connectors, and it looks like it's got a power switch. Oh, well, that plugs. Hopefully that plugs into the back. Yeah, it does. Nice, so I can turn them on and off from the outside of the case. That's sweet. Oh, there we go. That little guy right there is the new i7. What is this fucking thing? I forget. The i7 3960X. This is the Extreme processor. This is the fastest processor now that Intel makes. It's a 6-core, 12-thread, fucking lightning fast. Awesome. But this little thing is like $1,100. And I don't know if you can see it. If not, I'll zoom in. They have it cut on in the back. That silver thing right in the center is what you're looking at. Now you can see my hand holding it. You guys all know the green popcorn, so in comparison, you know, it's not even as long as my pinky finger, just as long. So that's an expensive little piece. If you guys wanted to save some money, you could go with the i7. I think it's the 3730 or 3930K, and basically all that is like 1 gigahertz difference in speed and processing capability, but it's only $600 versus $1,100. The reason why I got this one is because they didn't have the other one in stock. Nobody had it in stock, so I didn't want to wait. So this is the one I got. See what else we got in here. Nice. Those 120 millimeter? It's supposed to be. Yep, 12 centimeter. Okay. 4 120 millimeter fans. And apparently these things are supposed to blow 75 cubic feet per minute at 34 decibels. I don't even give a shit about how loud they are. I don't care. It says silent, long life, and they're like sealed ball bearing, I believe. SFDB bearing designed by Sony. And we all know I love Sony, so can't be a bad thing. Oh yeah, my Sony Blu-ray or not Blu-ray, sorry, they didn't have the Blu-ray. This is my Sony DVD R reader, writer, whatever, burner. So, got great ratings, and it was cheap. You realize these things are like $20? I didn't. Oh, the RAM. $4,096 megabytes times 8. 4 gigs times 8, 32. And these are 2133 megahertz. I'm going to be able to overclock this bitch to lightning speeds. My old computer is like, I don't know, 1033 megahertz or something. This is like twice as fast. And twice the RAM. 4 gig sticks. 8 sticks. 32 gigs. That's going to be lightning. And that actually, the WorkStation motherboard allows you to, if you have lots of RAM, which I do, you can dedicate RAM for storage. It has some sort of RAM cache or something like that. So I'll be checking that out. Oh. Seriously? I hate popcorn. This shit gets into everything. I believe that's the last piece in the box. Yep. This is my wireless Logitech illuminated keyboard. Since I do lots of my video editing at nighttime, this is perfect. It's supposed to, I can't remember, it'll run like, so let me see here, I'm sure it tells me. 10 days on one single battery charge. That's awesome. If you put your hand just over top of it, it lights up automatically. It has a sensor to sense that. You can control how bright or how not, you know, you can adjust the brightness. And like I said, it's wireless, so that's fucking awesome. No more wires in front. Nice and clean. Holy crap. I'm going to cut this video, and then we'll go to the case and the 2 monitors, because I got to get rid of this stuff. There's too much stuff here. Or I got to reorganize it or something. Alright? Peace. I'll be right back. You won't even know I was gone. Like I told you, you wouldn't even know I was gone. Okay. The 2 Dell IPS panels. The Ultra Sharp U2410s. So these are 1920 by 1200. Get all kinds of shit in the box here. Oh, definitely don't want to drop this. Alright. That was close. Now that's it. Alright. Couple cool features. Obviously, you can turn. Now the base has stayed still, and you can turn it left and right, tilt back and forth, and there's a trick here. You can raise it up and down too, but I'm not sure how to do that yet. And you can also I'd have to know how to lift it up first. There. That's the other thing you can do. And you can have a whole row of these, like a whole wall, like a rounded. Pretty cool. It also has SD cards. But it's a nice big screen, you can see. And this is an ISP panel, so I'll get to once everything's up and running, I'll be able to show you guys what this is like in more detail. Killer monitor, so. Cords, DVI, looks like a USB to FireWire or something like that. Display port, which is basically HDMI is for home video. Display port is the best for computers. It will eventually eliminate DVI cables, which are big and clunky and you gotta screw them in. These just clip in like a VGA or like a HDMI cable. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut it again. Clear some of this shit off. Be right back. Okay, so there's the case. That's the Corsair 600T White Special Edition. So I'll turn it sideways and I'll give you guys a little better view. But first, 4 optical bays. They're all vented, so it's going to draw air or push air out either way, whatever you want it to do. In the front here, that clips off. It's a dust screen. There's actually a really fine mesh. So it captures all the dust, you rinse this out, let it dry, put it back in place, you're good to go. 200mm white LED fan. There's also one in the top, which I'm actually taking out because that's where the that H100 unit's going to go. With the two 120mm fans, they're going to be drawing down, blowing through the motherboard, the RAM, cooling all that stuff off, plus cooling the processor at the same time. There's a 120mm exhaust fan in the back. So, and then we'll get to the other goods here. But really nice features. This top also unclips. So again, same fine screen inside, catches all the dust, keeps your computer clean, dust free. But give me 1 sec, I'll put this stuff back on, I'll turn it sideways. Okay, so here's the side view. Now this is a big window that'll let you see inside. The light strips I was talking about will be in there, so it's all going to be lit up like red neon inside the case. This will you'll be able to see the motherboard, the RAM, the processor, everything going on inside, which is pretty cool. But what makes it the special edition is this and what's in this box. Now what this is a replacement screen to go in here. You take the window out, put the screen in, and this has holes in it to mount 4 120mm fans. That's crazy. So this is what I'll be doing. I'm going to do this first so I can show you guys how cool it'll look, because once the fans are in, you're not going to really be able to see inside. But I'll set it up the way it is right now. Now I'll take the door off and you guys can see what it looks like inside. So I'll just set this out of the way. Alright. We'll zoom in. Might have to adjust this a little bit. Bear with me. I brought my flashlight just to help light it up a little bit better. Rubber grommets all over the place here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them for wire management. Motherboard mounting points, all right here. This is where your power supply goes. It's got an adjustable plate, and there's actually a screen on the bottom for venting too. And if I flip this over, another one of these things can take off, clean it out. So this should remain dust free all the time. Yeah, lots of wire management. Comes with all kinds of stuff. Has a fan controller, so you hook that up to the main power supply, and this will control the fan speeds on the whole unit. The motherboard, I think, has like 12 fan connections on it, so that'll be pretty sweet. There's 4 USBs, a FireWire, and a USB 3.0 on top here, as well as microphone and headphones, reset, and power supply. This is an awesome case. For like $179 for people in the States, you guys get it for about $140, I think. Got tons of features. 4 quick release slots. Slide them in, they click in, you're good to go. On the bottom here, your drive trays. You just squeeze and pull out. That's it. Slide them out, slide them in. There's a couple thumb screws here. You can undo those, and you could put right here. So this is where my second drive bay is going to go. So as you can see, you got 6, and then another 3, 9. So operating system 120, 250 gig. The next 4 are all for the RAID 5, which will actually be 1 for a shadow file. And I'll explain that to you guys later. Basically, it's like a scratch disk. It's 1 disk just to write random shit on. And Adobe Premiere is famous for it. It just makes it faster if you have somewhere else that you can direct that stuff, so that every disk is doing something different. That's basically the point. These ones are going to be supplying all the video, so all the footage that I take, they'll be supplying all the footage. This one will be supplying the operating system. This one will be supplying the program. So you can see everything's doing its own thing separately. Nothing is slowing anything else down. Pretty easy like that. And then the other ones are just for some more RAM and stuff. Not RAM, but just more storage. And I'm only going to install the controllers. I'm not actually going to hook them up yet. I'm not buying any more hard drives for now. That'll do me. I mean, 6 to start with is a pretty good start. But yeah, pretty much that's it. I'm excited to get this bitch built. And just a quick note, these trays actually accommodate 2.5-inch solid state and 3.5-inch floppy, or like the other drives there. So anyways, I'll flip this around really quick. You guys can see the back. The other side comes off, and what this side is for is cable management. So your power supply wires, you pull them through there, you run everything else into the motherboard through all these, and then everything looks nice and clean and tidy. And then you just zip tie like they've done here. Zip tie all your wires up, nice, out of the way. Bada bing. Clean install. Alright, so leave a comment. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed yet. To all the new viewers and everybody, welcome. And Rob, you know who I'm talking about. I told you I'd give you a shout out, so here's shouting out to you. And I'm sorry I didn't have a GoPro to send you, buddy, but I left you a message on your channel, so check that out. And hopefully you have some luck, and then you can start sending us some videos. All right, peace, guys. This is Mulisha911. This is almost all the gear for the workstation. It'll at least get it all started. So, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.